The #1 Googled question is, how do you get rid of hiccups? Now, I know like a million old wives' tales about this, right? Like, my brother used to scare the heck out of me, right? And because he thought that if somebody gave you a fright, it would chase the hiccups away. What exactly is a hiccup, and should being frightened cure hiccup?
It could work, but let me tell you something. In medicine, when you have more than one answer to a problem, you don't have a perfect answer, because then you wouldn't need more than one.
Oh, I got you.
So, but all these solutions to hiccups sort of work the same way. If you understand what they are, they'll make sense to everybody. So, this is the diagram that tells us, most importantly, that this muscle, see this right here? Right beneath the heart and right above the liver, it's called the diaphragm. And so the diaphragm, when it goes down, pulls the lungs, these brown structures of the lungs, pulls them down. And when you exhale, you push the diaphragm up, and that pushes the air out of the lungs. So everyone do this for me. Put your hand on your belly, your right hand on your belly. Rachel, if you're doing it, okay.
Yep.
Now when you inhale, push your stomach out. The opposite of what you normally do. And then exhale. Everyone at home do the same thing. Now pull your belly button towards your spine. Like that, right? Now, what that's doing is, as you're inhaling, pushing the stomach...
pushing your stomach out. The opposite of counterintuitive.
Which what babies do naturally. Singers do this. Athletes do this. What are they doing? They're pushing their belly out, they're pulling the diaphragm down, and they exhale, but letting the diaphragm go up. Now, what happens if the nerve that controls the diaphragm, it's called the phrenic nerve, it runs right along these big structures, the big blood vessels, runs right behind them down to the diaphragm. If that nerve gets irritated, instead of controlling this gargantuan muscle that moves our lungs up and down, instead it sends them a short-circuited message.
Oh, wow.
And that's a hiccup.
Wow.
So look at this animation. This is really cool. So if you actually see it, you'll notice, by the way, the belly tries to move out, and there's a hiccup. Because the diaphragm's trying to go down, and now you're trying to exhale, and you get the hiccup again. And as the diaphragm goes up and down, it gets hiccups in between, because the nerve's unable to do its job. It's like a wire that got frayed.
So if you can push out while you're breathing in, that would help relieve it?
No, when you push your belly up, you should always be breathing in. The problem is that nerve is super sensitive to something called carbon dioxide. That brings me over here. Every solution pretty much works by raising carbon dioxide in the blood. Because when your carbon dioxide is up, your body says, you gotta breathe, you gotta breathe, you gotta breathe. You can't afford the hiccup. So, for example, grab this bag, go in and out.
He scared me.
Okay, so now, that's one way, but there's a much cooler way of doing it, which we're gonna do right now. So you grab your water here.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna drink water upside down. This also works because you're not gonna...
We're gonna do what?
Yep, like this. Are you ready?
I don't know what you're doing.
Drinking upside down.
So out of the opposite side of the glass?
Exactly, the side away from you. Ready?
I don't know how to do it.
Did you do it?
I think I've almost drowned myself.
It cleans out the sinuses if you do it wrong.
I was gonna say, I think it's coming out my nose. I think I just neti potted.
But all these getting scared, you go like this and you hold your breath, all those same tactics raise the carbon dioxide. Now you can show off at cocktail parties. You know exactly how to cure hiccups.
I was just gonna say, how bad does everyone in this room want to go home and have somebody have the hiccups at dinner?
Brag and brag.